Okay, we're live. It's James speaking. We're creating a course on how to turn YouTube videos into an online course. We've gone over a whole bunch of information. This particular lesson is about creating an introduction to your course. So I'll show you right now where we actually are in building out this course, and then I'll tell you a little bit about what I think is the best way to create an intro video or intro lesson to any of the courses that you create, even the one that we're talking about here, which is in fact the course turn YouTube videos into courses. So I'm just looking in my little privately branded campus here, and you can see the course. My mouse is moving here. We're just working through this right now. I'm creating these videos as I'm doing this right now, and I'm just going to open it up so you can see what's done and what's not done and where this fits in. So in my particular case, if you look on the screen here, you'll see the green ones here on the right-hand side are published, and the other ones are in draft. So for my particular course that I'm creating, there's one at the top that it says a simple strategy for creating online courses. For me, this is the introduction to the entire course. It isn't a YouTube video that I've already done that I'm turning into a course. This is basically me providing an introduction to what I've put together with the YouTube videos that I've curated and transcribed and used AI tools to put together, which are the main lessons here. So in big pictures, I'm doing an introduction video lesson. I'm creating this course right now with you while I'm doing it. And as I do that, it's going to go up here, okay? So this is what happens. This is how the best way to do it is, if you are going to be creating these intro videos, you have to remember, the first thing just to remember is that when I say it's an introductory video, there is no hard and fast rule that says it has to be a video. If you just want to use text or write something out in part of the course, maybe add some graphics or stuff that you have, you can certainly do that. It doesn't have to be a video. On the other hand, if it is going to be a video, my personal opinion, again, depending on the market that you're in, is doing something on your phone is fine. I prefer or recommend that you do it in landscape as opposed to portrait, so that it does look good on both um, smartphones or small mobile devices and or the desktop. And my personal thing on this is I strictly do talking head ones. I don't get into fancy editing or anything like that. Even if I used editing that was a little more sophisticated in the YouTube video ones, I think the whole purpose here is a couple things. So let's go over these. So get your pen out, get ready. So the first one is in these intro videos, I think the real job is to define the purpose of what it is that you're doing. So you want to do a couple things. One is you just want to welcome them and set some expectations so that they know what they've gotten themselves into and what's about to happen. The second thing that I recommend you doing is include or outline a course structure. So often you'll see that this kind of thing happens. For example, is we're going to cover 5 lessons, and in each of the lessons there will be 3 key points. So it's just to give a really high overview of what's going to go on and what they can expect to have happen while they're doing it. The other thing is the whole idea of this is to keep people know what's in it for them. They have to understand if they're going to complete it, they want to know, if I do, what do I get at the end? What are the parts that are important to me? And if I do complete it, what benefits am I going to get? And then the other thing you want to do is just say, hey, this is a great course. I think you're going to have fun. Do the work, stay engaged. If you have questions, ask me. So it's just making sure that people know that you're real and you have a message to share with them. You've put some work into it, and that you've organized things in a way that they're going to get some kind of result at the end of it. Now, the question I get on these often is, should you script this? And the answer is yes and no. Depending on, again, your personal confidence in front of the camera at this point and the market that you're selling to. I personally don't do it, other than the fact that I will put some talking points. But the talking points that I recommend that you put within that intro video, the first one is you can use some kind of hook if you're serious about it, where it says, what if you could master creating YouTube or creating online courses from just the YouTube videos that you've already published, okay? Or ask them a question to get people started and know, hey, That's me. I raised my hand. That's something that I want. And by the way, I have all these scripts below. I'll put them in the lesson notes below here. You also want to do a little bit of introduction. So, hi, it's James. I've been creating courses for 25 years now. And then this particular course, why is it important? It's because I've had the experience of struggling creating online courses, especially my first one, when I think that I have to go out and create something brand new and not getting started because it's too much work and I'm overwhelmed. So here's the hook, here's a little bit of introduction on why you created the course, and then but I found a way, it's simple strategy that allows you to take these YouTube videos and then turn them into courses that you can start creating for your members on your campus or even sell if there's enough content there. And then you might want to go in to say, hey, look, this is what we're going to be doing. There's going to be 3 key lessons and some follow-up resources available for you. And at the end, we've got a quiz or some documents or something for you to download. So, this is the part where you're basically telling people, hey, this is what you're going to get. This is the stuff you should expect while going through it. And again, it's just a basic introduction to it. Now, the one thing I also want to do is at this point, I like to tell people, say, hey, if you have trouble or questions, there's a space for comments below each of the lessons, and don't be afraid to reach out if you need clarification or any more information on that. So these are really simple things to do to get started. Does it have to be really, really long? No, not at all. Does it have to be a video? No, not at all. The point is that if you cover those things, people will take it or watch that first video and know, is it for me? How much time, energy, and effort should I put into it as the student? And if I do, what am I going to get for it? So if you haven't already, and you do have a YouTube video, and you are putting them together in a course, and you're watching this lesson, which is at the end of the course that we've been looking at right here. So for example, this video right here is we're doing add an introduction video. That's what this video is. If you've made it through these ones, here's my question. Are you ready or to start letting other people know about that? And if you are, what are they going to get? What can they expect? And what do you want them to do? So get working on that right now and come back in a minute for add next steps video or lesson. This is James speaking, trainingsites.io. If you haven't already, click the join button there. I'd love to see you inside the campus. Like and subscribe to the channel if you're watching this on YouTube. And we'll be right back with the next video in how to turn your YouTube videos into online courses. Take care. Expect the best.